Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Yard News number one, which is inspired by school news. School's pretty cool. I would like to argue the yard is pretty cool, but TBD. All right, so Yard News one, what are we, December 18th? Yeah, so let's get her going. So we've done sprints. If you guys are new to the yard and you're like, what the heck is a sprint? Well, a sprint is, will this work? That will not work. Oh, will it work? No. Okay. A sprint is a 5-day workshop where we go A to Z on how to make money on school. Obviously, it's a little bit more complicated than just making money. I personally don't believe in making money for the sake of making money. I think you should make money for more altruistic reasons. For example, feeding your family or paying for that cool vacation or being confident that you can always pay your bills. So that's why we're big on sustainability in the yard. But anyways, we just finished our winter Christmas, what did I call it? The Super Bowl Christmas sprint or something? Christmas Super Bowl sprint. And it was a blast. We had very good members show up. So if I can take a look at that and see kind of what we accomplished as a team. This was the main portal. Obviously, for most of you, this is what the classroom's going to look like. We have a lot of locked, so it incentivizes progression. But we kept the Super Bowl sprint free, and it's got 5 days where we go over how to market yourself and never run out of leads, how to keep your notifications down. So actually, I'm below 99 plus right now, which I'm pretty happy with because I get about 1,000 notifications per day, which stinks. I'm a guy who loves inbox zero. So we managed to go over that in day two. And I think that was one of the most valuable trainings in the sense that we were able to figure out ways to close all your notifications without losing any business and without losing any sales opportunities. So that was big. Then we talked about customer support and referrals in day three. Also, really good day. My friend Andrew Jules came on and gave a beautiful masterclass on referrals and like the deep niche advice that he can give from, I think he's been doing this type of networking and marketing for over a decade now. Then we got into the stuff that has made me money. If people don't know my story, my name is Jack Robinson. I do not have an email list, never paid any money on ads, don't have any social media following. All my social media accounts are under 200 followers. YouTube, I got like 70 or something. And all that to say is like I'm pretty much a nobody, and yet I've managed to close $60,000 in 60 days on school, just following some simple type of formulas. And so that kind of all goes on day four, as I told everybody about my kind of money loop and how you can market yourself to get infinite money. Well, obviously not infinite, but very easily followable. Hey, Janine. So, Janine, I'm just going to mute you because this is a recording for, it's kind of like the news essentially of the yard just to help people keep up. But it'll only be like 10, 20 minutes and then we can get into chatting. And then we went over my sales script for sales calls. I called it the coffee chat conversion method, aka the COM method. I'm pretty sure COM stands for context, ask, listen, and mirror. And then the M is map and next steps. I know it might sound a little complicated now, but it gets really well explained here. And you guys always have access to the slideshows. So that was Sprint, the most recent Sprint. It was awesome. It was a lot of fun. It was kind of exactly what I wanted. I didn't really want to make a lot of money off of it. I just wanted it to be a free resource where people loved it and learned a lot. And I think that's kind of what we got out of it. I think there was a lot of learning. I think I got better at my presentations. I think it was just wins all the way around. And so that is essentially the recap. A question I have for you guys is what was your favorite day? So actually, let me just make a post for people that were here. Favorite day of the last sprint. Drop it below. And if you didn't listen to the sprint, no worries. I will link it right here. I think it's day one. You can click here and then go check out the first day of the sprint. Yeah, I'm curious to know what everybody's first favorite day of the sprint was, but I think this was overall a success. So let's make it green for success. Yay. Now, in terms of the first 60 days, so today is actually the 60th day the schoolyard has been around. October 19th was the last day. So how many days since October 19th? It has been 60 days. So happy 2-month anniversary to us in the yard. Lots of fun. I just wanted to go over the member growth, MRR growth. I wanted to shout out our top 10 and then give a little update on where we rank as a community. To start that off, I mean, we've grown like, I don't know, like fire in a canister or something crazy. So if you go to the past 30 days, the group has grown to 315, and every single member that joins is active, which is still a crazy stat. Not really sure how I'm maintaining that, but it's pretty awesome. As you can see, it's been a pretty linear curve. Shout out everybody. You guys are the best. Like, obviously, none of this growth happens without people either here on the live or watching the replay. Seems like people got, and this is actually fun for you guys to reference, is that we probably peaked. Is that the last day of the sprint? No, last day of the sprint was yesterday. So was that the first day of the sprint? Maybe. So first day of the sprint, we managed to get 51% activity, which is pretty impressive. And then it slowly dipped post sprint, which makes sense. Whenever you run a live challenge, you're going to get a spike of activity and then you're going to come down and kind of lull. That is fine. It's nothing to panic about. We actually managed to hit a peak activity number yesterday at almost 4,000 activities. So shout out you guys again. It's awesome. The next thing I wanted to go over is MRR growth. So how much money have I made in terms of monthly reoccurring revenue? So when I say 60K in 60 days, a lot of that is just contracts signed with one-on-one clients. I open up the cohort for the Launchpad 10. There is actually a Launchpad member in here, but we don't get to tell who that is because it's a secret. Not really. If they want to mention themselves, that's fine. But yeah, it's 60K in contracts closed. In terms of actual money in my pocket from school, because I do try to handle all the payments inside school, although some of them I've had to do outside. Yeah, I don't know if I should actually show that one because it's got the last 4 digits of my bank account. Whoops. You live and you learn. I don't think you can do anything with the last 4 digits. So yeah, as you can see, we've only been around since October. It's now December. So eventually that chart growth has been pretty crazy. So first month I made 87 bucks cash money. Good for me. Second month I made 1,300 just about. And then this month I've made 5,000 bucks. Kind of getting into how this gets divided, I find is super interesting. So like I made 5,000, but I've got $2,600 in refunds. And so you're like, oh, that's a big old refund. Did you make somebody mad? Nope, not actually. What I did, and I think this is something you guys should write down so you don't make the same mistake I did, is I changed my pricing over here. And I was like, okay, I wanted a guy to sign up for Launchpad. And I was like, let's just do 2,000 a month. And I was like, okay, we'll make an option to do 2,000 per month. And then right away I said monthly price must be less than the annual. So I was like, oh, okay, whatever. I went here and then I made the monthly price here. And this was, I don't know, somehow I got past this like firewall and I got him to pay. Or no, you know what I did? I changed premium to 2,000 a month, didn't I? Yes, I changed premium to 2,000 a month, had him pay on this 2,000 a month. And then once he was done paying, I was like, okay, I'm so clever. Let me bring it from 2,000 back down to 67. And of course, school is like, you can't do that. You're going to charge one guy $2,000 a month, but everybody else less than $2,000 a month? That's not allowed. And so I learned that. So don't make that mistake. I had to refund him the money and I accepted 2,000 in a one-time payment instead. So that's a niche little payment detail that you guys can realize that tiers, you can't manipulate your tiers to accept like one-off contracts. Just do it in a school classroom. Yeah. So then I've paid over $544 in affiliates, which is awesome to me. I love paying affiliates. I think that's the coolest thing. The fact that I've almost paid out $1,000, or sorry, half $1,000 in affiliates just for you guys enjoying the yard, telling your friends to join. I think that's super cool. Fees, I mean, lowest on any platform in the world. So only 300 bucks, not bad at all. Monthly subs is bringing in 2,058 dollars. So, anyways, yada yada. You guys can see the numbers. I don't really want to sound like I'm bragging, but I know it is interesting for people, and I know a lot of creators don't pull back the curtain. And so I've always been a guy that I want to be 100% transparent. I don't like holding stuff back. I think it's dumb. So yeah, that's MRR growth. Now I would just want to highlight top 10 members of all time. So if we go to our leaderboards, I mean, wow, like this, if you asked 2 months ago, Jack, when he started the schoolyard, would he have people that have gotten 3,600, 2,300, 1,700 likes on their stuff, like as people, as just members of the community? I would have called BS. I would have said, no way, Jose. But I mean, you guys made it happen. Everyone knows Evelyn, who I'm pretty sure her name is Eveline. And I've just like said her name as Evelyn so many damn times that it's just what I say now. And she never corrects me because she's such a sweetheart. But everybody knows Evelyn. I actually built her school for her for free because she's awesome. And so, yeah, like this, I remember we sat on call for like an hour. We put together this about page, very cute. We kind of captured her vibe in the photos. We wrote this out. I don't know if she's changed any of this, but she's having fun. She moderates. She hangs out. Seems like Gary likes to hang out in here, which is a ton of fun. Okay, yeah. So like this is a really a cool school community. Evelyn is now my moderator. I try to pay her and she doesn't let me pay her because she says I've already helped her too much. So that makes me a little uncomfortable, but alas, she's so kind. She does so much hard work. Shout out Evelyn. Dr. Betsy, genius, like literal genius. One of the smartest people I've ever talked to. She comments like she's a crazy person. Some people don't even know if she's a real person, and yet just absolute genius. And if you guys ever talk to her on call, you'd be like floored because she is so chill and just like has good ideas and thinks them through, communicates so well and so clearly. So shout out her community. Shout out Dr. Betsy. She's just like really, really smart and has some really cool stuff cooking up. We got Ray. Ray is a very cool dude. Him and I have banter quite literally all the time. I think I've threatened to ban Ray about 4 times per day for the last 60 days or whenever he joined. So he's a blast. Love hanging out with him. Colton obviously loves Ray too. Yeah, I would recommend you guys, if you guys ever want to do some animation in any sense, like he makes gifts for people and they end up really, really cool. And he stole my confetti for fun little click. So good for him. But yeah, super good. I actually told him to write sell your message fast using animation. And I think that's really good. Sell your message fast. I like that. So that was a little trick he implemented from me. I know this is going to take a while, but this is the first ever Yard News, and I do want to shout out everybody because they're cool people. Lucas, he's my friend from Montreal, and he's a like productivity genius. He helps people with working out in the real world. His real job is a gym manager and personal trainer. He studied kinesiology actually in my sister university at Montreal, whatever it's called, irrelevant details. He has given me a free gym membership. So actually, after this call, I might go work out and I can go work out for free because he gave me a free gym membership. So shout out, Lucas. You're the best. I would super duper recommend joining Productivity School because he is on the cusp of kind of figuring it out. He's figured out one because him and I will mastermind, we'll talk all the time. And he's on the cusp of like coming up with a system that works perfectly for school. So if you ever have productivity problems, Lucas is your guy. Sissy, her name's Susan. She wanted to change it to Sissy because that's what everybody calls her. So I call her Sissy. I was actually the one that told her to close her other community and open up this one. And she was all aboard because she was like, this matches my vibe so much more. She was able to, like, she's an artist by craft. She lives in a camper van. She's just the coolest person ever, like, quite literally. She's so authentic. She may have written this with ChatGPT, so I might have to go call her out. But one of the coolest people ever that I've met, and just so unapologetically herself. And so she's the best. She's ranked, and it's kind of impressive that she's still ranked so high in my community because she like has just been chilling recently. Like, I mean, she's still got 363 the last 7 days, but she's been working on her own stuff. Number 6, Kaili. Kaili is the owner of Ukulele Nerd. He is also a genius. He's been doing ukulele since he was 2 years old, right? And so I think that's the coolest part about school is you get to meet these industry experts, super duper niche experts. And I would have never, ever, ever have learned what I now know about the ukulele if I hadn't met him, right? And he was able to explain it so simply just because he's been doing it for so long. So shout out Kaili. That's number 6. Max reminds me of my younger self. Max will just take advice, take whatever you tell him and do it. And he almost does it before you even finish speaking. And I think because of that, he's going to do great things in this world. He teaches people how to learn an entire language, how to learn the methodology behind language learning in just 60 days. So let's say I want to learn Japanese, Spanish, and French. Well, he's going to teach me how to learn all three of those. And it's only going to take me 30 days to get to the point where I have confidence I can learn those in however long it's going to take me. But he gives me the exact step by step framework. And so his claim is that you can understand 80+% of your target language in just 90 days. He's going to do great things. I know he's going to blow up just because he does the work. And so shout out Max. Let's shout out Julianne. And so funnily enough, Julianne, I just randomly messaged in the school hub. And now for people that have been in the schoolyard for a while now, you guys have obviously heard of the top 5 secret sauce method, which is you visit a community and then you go just talk to the top 5. And so I had done that with Julianne, but like not as a strategy. I had just like, she seemed cool. I had read some of her stuff in the school hub. And so I just reached out to her. And ever since, she's been one of the schoolyard's biggest advocates. She's so sweet. I think she's sent me records for free in the mail just for fun because that's kind of what our community is about. Is so I would really, 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 if you're going to join any community, join Ricochet because it is free for life. And literally, all she's doing is every month she just gives stuff away. That's it. She just has a bunch of stuff from her life and she just gives it away for free. All you have to do is like say hi or put your name in it. So you can get these free like trains. Look at that, like a free Star Wars diplomatic corps entrance exam. Like, what does that even mean? It's just super cool stuff and you can get it for free. Like, literally, just for free. And it's a super human community. Like, there's no way she uses AI for anything, which is awesome. I think that's a rarity nowadays. And so, yeah, I think Julianne is sick. I would check out her community. You're probably going to get something for absolute free, which, I mean, and something tangible that'll actually like end up shipped to you. It's pretty cool. Helen recently kicked butt in the sprint. She was probably the sprint member of the week. She was, I think, at every single live event. I did all the homework, implemented into her business like almost immediately, right? So yeah, like her this whatever this is called, the description was so confusing before we came in and started talking together, and now it's super duper clear, right? I empower people to go from burned out to thriving digital nomads using AI automated income streams. It's like she is cool as heck. Really good video. I remember that's why I let her in the group is because she had a video like she was at like 7 members and she already had a video. She already had like professionalism, and I was like, that's the type of person I want in the yard. She's got her stuff locked down. She's ready to put herself out there and make a difference in the world, and that's what resonates with me the biggest, more than moneymakers. And then lastly, Sandville, another guy that reminds me of younger me. Stanville used to be so super duper active in my community, and now he's become less active, and I'm actually happier with that because that just means his community's taken off. He's doing great things. He's about to cross 93 members. So you know what? Actually, let's get him across 100 members. Let's do that. As a yard raid, get Sandville across 100. He's sleeping right now too because he's in India. So he would have no here. Go. Yeah. Let's do, I guess it's memes. Charge. Yeah, everybody go join Sandville's community. He deserves to be above 100 members. Like, he is so cool. His concepts on gamifying your productivity, they just kind of like massage my brain in the right way. So I would recommend go join his group. Let's get him past 100 members. I know that'll make him happy. Let's do that. Everybody go join his group. And that's it for the leaderboard. So I know that's probably going to take the chunk of the news, but I mean, it's a community, right? So a community is nothing without its members. So I know there's a lot of other really cool people here, like Dinka is cool as heck. Tim, obviously, Tim is literally here on the call live right now. Tim shows up. He shows up and he shows out. He's more on time to my calls than I am. He always works hard. Even Andrew is climbing the ranks, which is scary because Andrew, my God, if he like locks his eyes on your community, he will be number one within a day or two. Kara, I recently gave VIP for free too because she was participating in the sprint and doing a really good job. Same with Helen, she got free VIP. Yeah, so man, that's really the yard news. Is shout out the top 10. You guys are the goats. And then finally, discovery rank. So this is pretty cool, guys. But little old me with no paid ads, no email, no social media, we're ranked 36 in the hardest category on school. And when I say hardest category, it just means it's the hardest to rank in because of the competition. Like, as you can see, the people around here, like, I don't know who Tom Bellew is, but I'm sure he's a millionaire. I know School of Mentors is full of millionaires. This is literally Alex Hormozy, the brand ambassador of School.com. Mickey Money, I'm assuming he's a millionaire. I don't know who this guy is. Assuming he's also a millionaire. Free course, yes, I know he's a millionaire of some sort. So like you can see, definitely a millionaire. Love Doug. Maker School also a millionaire. Like all these guys are just like bathing in money. Like I know she made like $8 million or something crazy, right? So these guys are just kicking butt, which is cool. But millionaires have much more resources than little old Jack, right? And yet Jack is right there. And when I say Jack, like obviously I'm the owner of the community, but Jack would not be right here if it wasn't for you guys. So shout out you guys. Let me do a little um, emoji reaction to all of you guys. Nice. Right? Because there's 323 members, and that's the reason we're up here. Not because Jack's doing anything cool, or, well, I might be doing some cool stuff. But yeah, so I'm proud of myself, but also proud of you guys because you guys show up, you guys kick butt, you guys don't take no for an answer, you take action, especially the people that are in here watching, listening to my ramble. But yeah, we're about to pass like Russell Brunson's biggest community. Like this is his main thing is selling online. And Russell Brunson, we all know him. If you don't know him, he's like probably a multimillionaire. He does a pretty decent job with making money online and teaching people how to make money online. Andrew Elliott is some like super intense, sorry, Andy Elliott is some super intense like sales guy who honestly freaks me out a bit in a good way. He's intense. And like I would assume within the next 30 days, we're going to pass both of them. And so passing Russell Brunson would be sick because look at that. We got 323 members right here. And he's got, what is that? He's got 1,000. So he's got 1,000 times more members, 1,000 times more output per member possible than we have. So that means each one of our members is 1,000 times more engaged than his average member. Is that not pretty sick? So that's all you guys. Like that's nothing to do with anything cool. Anyways, I'm just trying to stay humble, but I mean, I do pretty cool stuff. Do. And so if we go to the fourth page of school, I think we should find little old schoolyard creeping up the ranks. We're currently 113 globally, which means that's out of 200,000 communities. And I have yet to turn on ads. I'm probably going to turn on ads within the next week or so once I get them to a point where I'm satisfied. And yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. We've passed a lot of really good communities. We're catching up on a bunch of really good communities, and it's something to be proud of as a group, as yarders and yardlings. Like you guys are responsible for moving this. Like look at all these like fancy paid for or just like authentic. Like is a good cover image. But, you know, like how much do you think Elliot or Elliot whatever paid for this cover art? Meanwhile, we got some like I mean, it's pretty cool, but it's just AI. I was just messing around with it. And now we're like right next to him. We're above. I remember. No, I won't even get into it. I'm not going to shit on people. Anyways, so what is the next 30 days, you may ask? What are we going to do in the yard now that we're kind of going to chill out for the rest of 2025? What are we going to do in 2026? What is the plan, Stan? Well, let me tell you, is I'm going to be launching a challenge. I don't know if I'll keep it free or if I will make it paid. But the challenge is going to be literally just called the $1,000 MRR challenge. I just literally want to get as many people as possible to making $1,000 monthly reoccurring revenue on School. That's it. Pretty simple. Seems like we've got some decent interest so far. Actually, there's 28 comments. That's actually a lot of interest. Damn. Cool. Shout out you guys. So yeah, it's going to be a challenge. It's going to be a spreadsheet, accountability trackers. We're probably going to do some live stuff, but it's going to be the most hands on challenge by you guys. Because right now, my specialty is hopping on challenges and like walking you through what to do, which is cool. But some people take action, and I'm sure some people just watch the replays, get overwhelmed, and then quit. And so I want to give you guys the easiest step by step, like click check marks. I don't know, take a deep breath and you get a win for that day. Like I want to give you the simplest everything every day. What do you have to do to get to $1,000 MRR in 28 days? And I know it's possible. I mean, you sell one person at $1,000, you made it. 10 people at $100, you made it. 100 people at $10, you made it. 1,000 people at $1, you made it. Right. So there's many different ways. Um, what you do 20 people at $50? No, that's not math. 20 people at $500. No, it is 20 people at $50. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Like 20 people at $50. How easy is that to rationalize? I know 20 people that would buy stuff from me in the real world, and I just have to rationalize with them like, okay, don't go out to dinner once this month. Instead, spend it $50 on something I know is going to help you. You do that for 20 people, and then boom, you made $1,000. So that's my big, just kind of like my baby, my big project that I'll be working on alongside some launchpad work. Not even alongside, actually, after some launchpad work. Launchpad goes first, but launchpad is the secret stuff we're not allowed to talk about. So actually, look at that. Launchpad is gone. You can't even read it. Secret. And then the next sprint will be sometime in January, and it's going to be school related. I think I'm going to be focusing on product, because I think this most recent sprint was a lot about traffic, right? I said like, hey, if you can fill your bucket with as much leads as humanly possible, you're going to make money, even if your bucket has a hole at the bottom. Like if you just literally blast it with a fire hose, you're going to accidentally make money. And then I talked about retention. So like, how do you keep clients happy with the clone backed care on day 3? But a very, 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 very crucial aspect of business is having a good product, right? Like if the iPhone was crappy, people are going to figure out within a month that it's crappy, and then they're going to stop buying it, right? The iPhone needs to be top of the line every single year for people to keep buying it. And so how are you going to make your products top of the line every single year or every single month? That's kind of what I want to get into. And then finally, AI. AI is big, man. It is. It's very big. And this is not an AI community. It's not like teaching you guys how to make AI or whatnot, but it's not exactly ignorable. It's not exactly something that you can just kind of not talk about. So I'm thinking of integrating what I know about AI into school building. I just wanted to bring this up. I mean, it's reversed, so that's not very helpful, but I do have a college certification in AI prompting, aka I'm an AI nerd. But yeah, so why I wrote AI is because I don't want people in the yard to lose out, in the sense that I don't want them to, what is it? I don't want them to fall behind because I'm not teaching them about the cutting edge of AI, because I'm on the cutting edge. I know one of my clients, Travis, is. So I don't want to have you guys fall behind. So that's why I made it a bullet point. Is I think a couple of the sprints, and definitely a part of the MRR challenge, is going to be templates, tools. And I mean, in the schoolyard, we're all about simple scales, fancy fails. So I'm going to try to give you the least amount of tools to get you the most amount of output. I'm very school coded, right? The most, what is it? The best for the most for the least. Give the best stuff for the most amount of people for the least amount of money. I think I've done that. I mean, if you upgrade to premium, it's $67 because that's a meme number. I could be charging, I don't know, quite a bit of money. Like done for you AI clone is, I paid Tony Robbins like Tony Robbins' team $1,000 for this. And then this, I also paid $1,000 for this course. People that have upgraded to premium and whatnot, and they haven't gotten that course, this is your opportunity. This is why we do this news. You guys can reach out to me and be like, where the heck is my course, dude? And it's this one. This is an affiliate course. So it's by my mentor, Doug. And you can literally just grab the course key, have him present it for people. People are going to go through this on building out a successful school, like ground up. And then you can just plug in your affiliate link and you're going to make affiliate money. Like, that's pretty simple, right? So that's why I got me $1,000, is because I'm literally having a multimillionaire teach people how to build schools so that they stick around in my affiliate link. And I think that's the big problem with affiliates, is that it's kind of like the graveyard of dreams, right? Like we've got plenty of people making, uh, having what's it called, affiliated schools under me, but then yeah, like canceling, right? I mean, shout out you guys. A lot of you guys are still active and kicking it. But depending on who you ask, like their affiliate kind of commissions is the graveyard of dreams, which is a little sad to say like that. And so I don't want your affiliate list to look like people that have just given up. And in order to accomplish that, I just give you a course key that I paid a hefty chunk of change for about a year ago. And I've used to funnel people to my affiliate. I actually don't even use it anymore. I am the funnel. Lol. But yeah, so that's pretty much Yard News. December 18th, 2025. That'll probably be the Yard News for the rest of the year. That's why I went in depth, because realistically, I mean, am I going to give a Yard News next week on Christmas? Heck no, I am not. So let me actually just delete these while I'm here. But yeah, we are ready to rumble. That is the Yard News. Thanks for tuning in if you're watching the replay, and thanks for showing up live if you're here. I'm now going to stop sharing my screen and we can just chat.